Value. I'm hanging out with our QVC mascot, and he's ready for breakfast. Does your dog make a mess at the water bowl, like lapping up all the water and it's going everywhere, gets knocked around? Okay, this is so cool. So this is an indoor-outdoor water and dirt trapping mat. Here, come on over with me because I want to show you really quick indoor at the kitchen sink, whether while you're doing dishes, but this also has an anti-fatigue underfoot. So it's gonna feel really good to stand on indoors, but whether it's comfort under the foot, whether it's trapping up to a gallon, or excuse me, a half a gallon in one mat because of water, that's a great feature. It's also trapping dirt. I mean, that's the big story with Bernini. Bernini's been around here at QVC for about 20 years, a brand that's all about inventing, and you're gonna meet the inventor, John, here in just a little bit. But whether it's for the kitty cat litter box, which so many of you love for all these great reasons, because it can hold 11 pounds of dirt trapping goodness while feeling good under your foot, whether it's dirt or water. Do you know what that also means? That's dirt and debris that's not coming into your home. So as we're talking about ways inside, whether it's at the kitchen sink with your fur babies, whether it's an entryway or even out to the back door, this is giving you comfort because in and out, you're bringing, dirt, debris with you, even if you don't realize it. But it's also a really great way to transform your indoor space because of the design. It's the perfect hybrid. And here's the thing, you've known and have loved our Bernini mats, the indoor and outdoor water and dirt trapping mats. They're made even better this year. So I can't wait to tell you some of the upgrades, and look how gorgeous they are. Okay, so first up is this gorgeous paw print. It's a gray and white combo. This is great too for your pets, or if you just love pets and you wanna have that in the entryway, go right ahead. And then we have your two neutrals. This one is your leaf gray and your leaf brown. Highly recommend multiples of these choices. You need them front door, back door, garage door. Do you have a patio door? You could use them at the kitchen sink, in the bathroom, right? If somebody tracks a lot of water in and out of the tub or the shower, these are great for that. Then we have a little fun with design and personality. This butterfly is beautiful. And for the first time, one of the new upgrades is the border trim. We've got new colors, and this one, it's scalloped. Look how pretty. I love the scallop trim. This one's your butterfly. The hummingbird is stunning. That one's done on that black trim. And then we also have this garden color. It's the multi-garden floral. Now that green, if it's reading really bright for you on TV, it's a very pretty hunter green. It's really grounded. I think on screen it's reading a little brighter. It looks more of like that nice hunter green. It's really pretty. $34.98 gets it home. It's V87532. Only order of the year, only indoor-outdoor today's special value mat that we are going to do. There's so many great things to talk about this, and I'm excited to hang out with John Yeiser. You've been an inventor. Like, you are the guy that we're like, why didn't I think of that? Because the big story in this too is the dirt trapping.
Yes.
How do we keep our house cleaner?
Correct.
You keep the dirt out.
That's exactly right. So the TerraMesh technology is the key, with a bunch of new features that we're going to show in just a minute. But basically what makes it all work is this honeycomb technology. We call it TerraMesh. Now what that does is, you can see this actually allows you to scrape the dirt off your foot and get it to fall to the bottom. But the best part is, when you press down on it, it's an anti-fatigue mat. So a lot of dirt scraping mats, they're not comfortable to walk on. Pets don't like them. This one, your pets will sleep on it. It is so comfortable.
Sure.
You can walk on it with barefoot, no problem. But the best part is that when someone comes into your house and they have dirty shoes, kids may do it, grandkids may do it, you may do it, you don't even realize it, but your shoes are dirty like this. A little bit like that adds up to a lot. Watch what happens. You're gonna come in, you're gonna go ahead and scrape your foot on the mat just like normal. What'll happen is your shoe is gonna go completely clean, and the best part is the mat is clean. Now the reason that is, I'm doing my white glove test here so you can see that there's no dirt on the mat, or on the towel, is because the dirt falls below the surface, so that when you walk back in, you're not re-attracting the dirt back in.
So smart.
So much so that it holds 11 pounds of dirt. Now, hopefully you don't wait that long to clean it, but the point is that it'll hold a lot of dirt without you ever seeing it on the surface.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so 11 pounds of dirt. My kids are in and out of the front door and the back door and the garage door more than ever, shooting hoops, riding bikes, in and out, getting water. Oh, I forgot this. Oh, I changed. And that's even more dirt that's coming in and out of your house.
When it adds up, wait till you see when you go to clean your mat out for the first time, which is easy to do, and we're going to show in just a second, how much dirt comes out. Now, what I want to first show everyone is, this is the type of mat you may have have at home, or other versions like this that do not actually suck it to the bottom and act like a vacuum. Watch what happens when we sprinkle some of the dirt on. Watch as it disappears on the Bernini side. Watch as it doesn't disappear on the standard mat side. You can see it piling up. Because what happens on the standard size, it doesn't fall through. So when it doesn't fall through, when you walk, you're walking right back and bringing this right back into your house. Now with the Bernini mat, we can just keep adding more and more and more sand, and watch what's gonna happen. It just disappears, but the best part is, when you get it at home, wait till you see how much dirt actually comes out of your mat, which means it did not go into the floor of your house. So I'm gonna rotate this, watch till you see how much is coming out. It literally just keeps coming and coming and coming and coming.
Oh my gosh.
So we're gonna keep all of that out of your house so that you don't have to bring it back in and carry it through your nice wood floors.
But do you ever see that? Like, I have dark wood floors at my house. They look beautiful. That's the only thing I like about them, is that they look nice. They show everything, all the dirt, every little bit.
Well, you don't want the sand on it because it'll scrape the floors.
Yes, and it feels like within a hot second, I'm like, I just swept and mopped and vacuumed. It's because the kids are tracking stuff in all the time.
Correct.
That's where Bernini really is the difference. Here's how it works.
Yes, and watch what's happening. We are scraping the dirt off on the TerraMesh. Now what the TerraMesh does, it sucks the dirt to the bottom. So you can see what we just did here. The dirt gets stored underneath. When you go to clean it, as simple as that. Now, low profile works inside or outside. And watch with this, great on kitchens, because when you're standing there, it's an anti-fatigue mat, comfortable to stand on. We made it wind resistant. We made it so the pets love going on it because it's comfortable for your feet and low profile for doors to swing over it. Now, again, watch as the dirt gets scraped off the foot. It goes to the bottom of the mat. The top surface stays clean. That way you don't re-attract the dirt right back into your house. You keep the inside of your house clean.
Yeah, it's such a smart design. If you were to go to John's website, you'd spend close to 50 bucks on this mat.
$55.75.
Okay, $55.75, over 50.
Plus shipping and handling.
Thank you. We're at $34.48, so a really great way to get this home, $34.98. So we talked about the dirt trapping.
Yes.
The water is a whole nother story.
Brand new this year.
So
now,
show us how this works for the water trapping.
What we want to show everyone is that last year we made the mat so that it does exactly what it's supposed to do. You put it outside, we want it to aerate, drain the water out.
Sure, so if it did rain, you didn't want the water
You don't want the water to stay in. Okay, so that still is in the case this, but something new. So let's say you have a pet bowl on, or someone comes in with some snow on their feet, and they get water in the mat. Now it'll hold up to 1/2 gallon of water, which is what you're going to see here in just a second. Now what does that mean? That means that this is the way the mat was when you got it at home before. Now this pad right here shows blue where the water's coming through.
Oh yeah, because you took the stoppers out.
Yes, there's no stoppers, which is the magic you're going to see for this year. So it's showing the water draining out right here, here, and here. That's the way the mat was last year. That's what you want when you have it outdoors.
Outside. Okay,
now,
but what about inside?
Indoors, what we're going to do is you go to this side and you're going to see that there is no water draining through. Now the reason are the stoppers. These stoppers come with the mat. They're little plugs that you put in the drain holes. Let's see, I'll get that to rotate the camera. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, and so what you do is they come right in and out, so you can put them in or out. Now, on the inside of your house, put the plugs in. That means no water will go onto your wood floors. I'm going to rotate this mat up so you can see the difference.
So smart.
One side has no plugs in it. One side has plugs. Now, you can just choose. Do you want the mat to go inside? Put the plugs in. Outside, take the plugs out.
Great.
What that means is drain the water out, which is what you want in the wintertime, or when you have it outside. And an inside on your wood floors, if people are coming in with snow on their shoes, or the pet bowl, we want to keep that water off your floors. One mat does it all.
Snow on the shoes, that melts. Even raining, too. You know, you bring in your wet shoes or whatever the case may be.
You don't want that on your wood floors.
Also, in the bathroom, my daughter doesn't like it when somebody's like taking a shower or bath before and then the bath mat's all wet and then she's standing there brushing her teeth with her socks on. Do you know what I mean? And then you get wet socks.
Correct.
This is great too in the bathroom for somebody that maybe travels a lot of water in and out. Can I show you all the choices?
Sure.
And then we'll show you some more demonstrations. Because I want you to think about your whole house right now. As we go through the prints and the patterns, with 12,000 now spoken for, your front door, the back door, the garage door, the sliding glass door, the kitchen sink, and in the bathroom, and of course for your pets. So the paw print's perfect, right? That one's been really popular. I even have a pet bunny rabbit.
Oh,
but
perfect.
for him to hop in and out of his pen, it's nice for him to have something that's got some traction.
Yes.
But he oftentimes is bringing little bits of, you know, hay
on the bottom
and
of their feet.
sticks and little things and hair and all that kind of stuff. So this is your paw print. That one's been really popular. We also have the gray leaf design, which this looks really elegant in a front door because it's like that grand kind of border
Classic
print.
look goes with everything.
Yeah, especially if you put two next to each other and create
Absolutely.
like that
That's why I have it
long
in my house.
runner. Ooh, fancy, John. Well, you can have a fancy entryway like John. And then we also have the brown leaf as well. So leaf brown or leaf gray. Next to that's that floral print. Now, to me on TV, the green was reading a lot brighter. This is a really nice, like grounded hunter green scallop trim.
Yeah,
That's new.
and it actually reads closer to this color. So if you see this,
Yeah,
these actually are
it's
matching
nice.
in person. So that's a good reference of what the border looks like.
I like that for the kitchen too. It's just happy.
And
then
it's scalloped.
the hummingbird is really, really popular. That one gives you that look of the white, but I love all the
Yes.
hummingbirds flying, some, at the flowers, others posing. That one is also a scallop trim. That's a new feature with this today's special value. No wonder it's like $54 on your
And
website.
if you go look online, try and
the
find a
butterfly's really
scallop
popular.
bordered doormat. They
You
are
won't.
almost not out there. So
Yeah.
we wanted to make sure we were ahead of the
This is pretty.
trend. Scallops are in, and now we've got scallops for
Yeah,
QVC.
this is really pretty too in the butterfly. So now that you've thought through all over the house, how many do you need to order? The price goes up at the end of the day today. It's $34.98. We're trapping the dirt before it's even getting in. We're collecting the water, whether you need it to drain if it's outdoors or lock it in because of the pet bowl. My aunt and uncle, they have a dog that I don't know what happens when that dog drinks at the
Oh my
water bowl.
gosh.
But I looked at the floor once when
Yes.
I was helping them out, and I'm like, there's so much water.
Yes.
They would love this underneath the pet bowl.
And as you just mentioned, coming in with snow or the pet bowl is there. Now, on the inside, we're gonna put the plugs in your mat. Why are we doing this? Because it's gonna hold up to a half gallon of water so it doesn't damage your wood floors, get on your carpet, make something slippery on your tile. Look as the water does not spill out. Now, this is designed to keep those wood floors clean and
Yes.
happy and safe. Now, outside, take the plugs out. This is one mat that does it all. Why do you take the plugs out? Outside, you want the rainwater to drain out. You want the water to ventilate out. You want it to dry so that it keeps the mat fresh year long. And that's the goal. It has more aeration to make it look amazing. Now, the goal is, again, you have dirt on your shoes when you walk into your house. It happens all the time. People don't even realize how much dirt they've got on their shoes.
No, you always have dirt on your shoes.
You always have dirt on your shoes. But when you use the TerraMesh, watch what happens. You just simply wipe your foot on it. The dirt goes away. The white glove test comes out. What that means, there's no dirt here because the dirt gets sucked down below. Now, what does that mean when you get it at home? We're just going to show this real quick. And what that means is that when you get it at home, what happens is that you might have some of these other doormats. These other doormats, what happens, the dirt actually stays on top. With TerraMesh, the dirt goes down below. When it goes down below, what that means, it's sucking it below the surface, keeping it so it's not reattracting like this right here, because this makes a mess in your house. And then when you go to clean it, watch what happens. 11 pounds of dirt. All of this is going to be stored in your doormat, not in your house. And it's that easy to clean, by the way, when you want to go clean it.
That's 11 pounds of dirt.
It's a lot of dirt.
That's 11 pounds that you're not filling up your vacuum or sweeping up in your house, right? And so to clean it, if it's dry, you can just shake it out. If it's water, you can
Correct.
hose it off.
Exactly.
This is great. Here's the
And-
deal. We're going to show you the water component of this. Because,
Well-
so last year you had it so like the water could drain.
Correct.
But this year being able to have it indoor without the draining.
Yes, because doormats are designed to either go outside or inside. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of the inside doormats, they're just fabric and water will go through them.
Sure.
They will create mildew underneath it and they'll damage those wood floors. But now if you have a pet bowl or someone just comes in with snow on their feet, up to a half gallon of water, but we don't worry about it because if you're outside, we let the water drain out. Now this pad is just showing the water coming through, which is makes the blue marks here.
Yeah.
We wanted that just so you could see the water coming through. Or you go to this side, which is the side that we have the plugs in, and there's no water coming through. Inside, outside, one mat does it all.
Smart. Did you ever buy a really pretty doormat and then somebody would come over and it was like a rainy or mucky day and they go to wipe their feet on the mat and you're like, oh, my beautiful design, right? Those are designed to be pretty.
Yes.
And that's really it. They're not then getting rid of the dirt, the extra moisture, right? And these are durable. They're made to last.
Now, you mentioned durable.
I
Okay.
can't stand these.
Yes. Now, what happens on these? You think they're durable, but I want to show everyone.
Or you just like the look of them, but
Every time you rub your feet on it, watch what happens. The mat's actually disintegrating,
Yep.
and all of that is coming off the mat and going back into your house. Why would we want that? TerraMesh does not do that. Now, also wind resistant. I'm going to use a leaf blower here just so you can see how it works. Watch what happens when you hit high winds to the mat. Other mats will blow away, and they flop away. The Bernini mat does not. And again, I'll blast it right here as hard as I can. It stays on the ground. These blow away. Now, when the wind comes, you're gonna have to go chase your doormat down the street. With the Bernini, it's gonna stay where it's supposed to be.
It's got that nice weight to it,
and
too.
one last thing I gotta show everyone, we've made it even stronger. Take a look at this.